I won't ask you to do anything incriminating. So the bit, and so we're getting into, this is what we're working on with the puppies. So I am getting somewhere with this, okay, just so you know. So we'll work on this today. So it's your choice. We teach the dog not to move forward towards reinforcement. You're gonna get so fat because we already did a bunch of stuff today.
She's like, I'm spayed now.
I know, watch it. So, and this isn't exactly where you would start with it, but those of you that have already done it, and I can go back and help you with the beginning stages, sit. If I do this, the dog should not move towards that hand, and if they do, I close the hand up. So I open the hand. Oh, damn it. It's really, that was really quick, Bailey. Thank you. Wow, she was like, oh. I was like, sit. It's really hard for me to do this shit with my hands as bad as they are. So I would just close the hand and hopefully not have inappropriate cookie dropping. So I'm going to open the hand, and she's doing really good. She moved, so I closed it back up. So now I'm going to bring my hand in, and I'm going to pull it away. No, sit. Fits. 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 And if she moves forward, I just put it back in the hand. Fits. Good. And eventually I want to be able to, and I don't know if I could do this with her yet, but I want to be able, see, not yet. I want to be able to bring the cookie towards her and have her not move forward. We're not there yet, right? Does that make sense, guys?
So I use good. That's my like sustained
Okay.
marker. Like what you're doing is what I want.
So as long as you are always delivering the cookie back to her,
Yes.
then that would be fine.
Yeah.
And I almost use that because I do that too. And so I just, what I didn't do was sit down and think, do I use good in other ways that would contradict that? And then I was thinking that sometimes I think I use good in a 2-on 2-off. Good. And feed.
But that would be the same. I mean, you're still.
Yeah, but I'm not, I usually toss cookie and I don't hand it in.
To him.
So for me, that didn't work. So just be mindful of that. Do you get what she's saying with that?
Yeah.
Right. And so, you know, the thing is, how many times, it's happened to me a bunch, especially lately, where I'm like, shit, I got to change that verbal. It doesn't work, or it sounds like something else that I didn't think about, and you really have to give it some thought to make sure. It's kind of like, and we're much smarter now. We get it better now. But for years, I would be lecturing people because they would be saying touch on a contact and touch to a hand target. And I'm like, completely separate behavior, right? Does that make sense? So then the next piece would be, Susan uses search. I've always used find it, which is the treat scatter. And your dogs all kind of have that already. Okay, so we don't really have to get into great detail. What you can do is put the dog on a platform. Here you go. And most dogs won't really understand what it is. You'd pre-place, so there's the it's your choice. Good. Right? Or bits. Bits. Right? Find it. Yeah, good girl. Right? That's it. Make sense? Okay? So the other one, and if any of you want this video, I'll send it to all of you so that you don't have to worry about it anymore. We've done this with most dogs, most of the young dogs with drive to the food bowl, but if, sit, hi, sit. If I do that, they shouldn't drive to it till I give them a word. Dish, dish, bowl, chow, I've heard used. Sit. Dish, good girl.
And you don't want to use your release word.
No. The release word is, I'm giving you permission to go to whatever reinforcement I just asked for. Does that make sense? But the nice thing about this is you can put a food bowl here, ask for a cone wrap there, get the behavior, and then dish. They shouldn't go to it unless you ask for it. So it's teaching them also how to earn reinforcement and to think. Like, one of the problems with her was the minute she felt I was done with a behavior, she would run to reinforcement. And I'll tell you, I had a hell of a time getting her to turn to the left if the treat and train, food bowl, or toy was on the right. And so there was that lack of, I have to listen for what's being asked of me before I'm given permission to go to the dish. I would probably, if I'm using a treat and train to train with, I would probably use that word for it as well, if you don't teach them that they can go to it on the beep. Like, I use the beep a lot. And my beep on my machine is, the volume's all the way up, because my dogs aren't sensitive to it. But if, like, say I have a sensitive dog that doesn't love the beep, then I would put that on a verbal as well. Same, I would use the same dish. That means food is in something on the ground and you may have it. Does that make sense? Questions?
My question, I mean, I think I know why, but it's like, why do you have to have all these different words for the things when, like, my get it is like, go get, if it's a toy in front of you, it's the toy. If it's food, it's food. You know, it's a thing that's there that you have to.
And that's why I said I'd let you get away with 3. But I do think that the more critical thinking we ask them to do when we do this stuff, the better. You know? See what I mean? I didn't say you could have that. So we've done a lot of the food stuff yet. We haven't done a lot of the toy stuff yet. Because she should not be trying to grab this out of my hand. Strike! No, that one we haven't done. So she doesn't get strike. So I've used get it for both. Right? Why do I want the separate ones? Yeah. Because I want this to be so specific. You only come for a toy in my hand when I say get it. Or strike. Right? Get it! Yay! Super! That's so good! Super duper good girl! Yay! Give. Strike! Yeah! She's like, is that it? Right? Good girl. Good girl. Give. Strike! Yay! Good girl! So she's like, should I go get it? But we haven't worked on that, you can tell, right? So a week from now, you could say, hey, show me that again, and she should have that a lot better. And then the other one we've all done already, which is, get it! Good.
And I just find it hard because I've got different words for obedience and different words for nose work and you know all of that different stuff. So I don't want to complicate my brain as much.
You don't have to.
You're already making me do lefts and rights and loops and wraps, so.
I actually don't ever let my dog get the toy in my hand.
So it is helpful. Come here, you. Sometimes when you want the focus on you, give, sit, give, right? Sit, strike. Good. Right?
I think, like, ever since Maisie was a puppy, she would set the toy down and then walk away from me. And so I could never actually get her to give me the toy in my hand.
Okay. So part of that then is she doesn't understand that that's a game of 2. And that's the struggle with things like tennis balls. Because I know she's really ball crazy. But you want toy play to be something the 2 of you do together.
Yeah.
If at all possible. It's, you know, it's a really good interaction to have.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm breaking that in her. She's certified. She literally, like, the day I got her, she would bring me the toy and then back up and just look at me like, dun, dun, dun.
My first female border collie, Bliss, didn't tug with me until she was 4. Yeah. And the only toy that I got her to do that with in the beginning was the soft bite frisbee, the pink and green one. And it took forever because she would come up to me, she would spit it at me. So she'd come up and go, and like throw it at me.
That's what Maisie did.
Right? And so I had to build that behavior. And I'm glad I did because it you know, the thing about it is you can get more duration on reward, and it's more of a connected reward as opposed to I get the ball and I do a loop. So, I'm not going to force you to do anything, but you would have benefit in it, and so what you might do is your next dog, you plan on doing it right from the start. But don't say no and lock it away. Like,
It would take a lot.
open it up, just open it up for contemplation, right? Think about it. Because I can't tell you how many things I have said, I'm never going to do that. Like, I'm never going to compete. I'm never going to teach, just put it away, because you might ruminate on it at some point and be like, oh, you know what? That would have been really helpful, right? But what I do want you to do is think about these things and pick some words, okay? So the other things that we're going to do with the puppies today is, it's so funny. They call these 3 games that we're going to focus on. Give, down, down. Good. Oh boy. Yeah, no, you can't have this. Get in. With me. No, oh, sorry. Right, first one is, and we've done this before, but with a little bit different intent. So, yeah, thank you, Karen. I was just going to ask. So they call this chase the squirrel. We can hold the dog if we want. But remember we were running with the toy up here and then brought the toy down. So this is more about driving a straight line. So the dog, we can hold the dog, you can put them in a stay, it's up to you, but you're gonna run. Excuse me. I know I said run, but, oh, that was their old dog walk cue. Sorry, Missy. Get in. Sit. You stay. Okay. Get it! Good girl. Hey. Right? We'll do that on both sides. And it's about then following your side on a straight line, focusing on the toy, but following what you are doing.
So
Okay?
is it give it or strike?
Strike is when it's in her hands.
Strike's in my hand. This I'm dragging on the floor and letting go of it right away.
So it's not dead.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not what?
It's not dead.
Not yet. We're gonna kill
Okay.
the squirrel now. They called it napping squirrel, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm calling it roadkill. Dead squirrel. All right, get. Thank you. Good girl. Oh, should have done bits. All right, it's new for me too. Here. Sit. This one is dead squirrel. Right? Get it! Good dog! Yay! Okay? We've done that. But here's the new piece. What I want you guys trying to do once or twice. Come on. Good girl. Get. Get in. Sit. Good. You stay. Get it! I got it! Strike! Good, that was late because I was in the middle of breathing, right? So every now and then, try and beat the dog to the toy to increase the forward drive, right? Hi, right? We want them to sprint if we can sprint. And also I chose this exercise so I could yell at Amanda to run faster. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, give. Thank you. Give. So one of the things that I was doing, give. Thank you. Just to show you guys, can you turn that, Karen? So, putting in all these words, this is kind of a little sequence I put together to kind of show you how you would use these. Fix that. Thank you. Impulse control at the start. Fix. Fix. Good. Left, left, left. Find it. Good girl. Yay. left. Find it. Good girl. Super. Something else that we will be putting in, and we've done some of this, those of you with older dogs, sit. Left here. Fits. Good. Come here. Sit. Left here. Jump. Get it! Good girl. Super. Right? So that I'm clearly breaking down all of those pieces and making the sequencing more thoughtful and full of more information for them. So one of the struggles that I've had with these guys is the difference between if my arm is here, don't fly out to the jump over there. But if my arm is here or there, move out, move forward. And that's some of the work that I'm doing with them right now to clarify that stuff. Does it make sense? Cool. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And we'll have, the only other one is focus forward. And with the puppies, this will go kind of quick, but, and again, you want to have the, it's your choice stuff so that they will hold position next to you, so they should be able to sit at your side, and you don't release them until now. Fits. I waited too long because I was talking. What you don't want is this, right? So what I'm gonna do is place it down, tap. Now this is hard. Get it! And I had to do that because I couldn't think of my word fast enough. But with her, she does a lot of this at the start line, when I have the start lines where I have to be behind. Sit. So my word is bits. No, my word will be find it. Sorry. I'm gonna put it down, and I'm not gonna release till she's looking at it. Find it. Good. Right? But what we have to build duration on that, and I want to be able to put that on a word. Sit. Focus. Oh, I wasn't holding her. Sit. Find it. Yeah, good girl. So you see how I got that when I used the cue? Right? With Jing, I don't have to use the word. I just point to the jump and she looks at it. But when I'm doing those lead outs with her, here, sit, stay. The last, and I had a disagreement with Ashley Deacon because I said she'll take the jump, and he's like, you shouldn't release her till she looks forward. But left, good girl, right? Get it, find it, right? Oh, there's a big spider there. I was just on the floor there. Does that all make sense? So these are easy foundation games to do in the house. This when it's too cold, when it's crappy weather, whatever. But I'm not skimming over this stuff anymore because now I really see the value in it with the types of courses we're running today. Okay? So you can hit stop. I'm gonna